You were doing really great.
Wow.
I was really hoping that my little thing was wrong.
Hello.
You totally nailed it, Luis.
All right, voices in the background.
Two's always the
Hi,
best.
guys. We are sorry to be starting so late, 5:08 p.m. Yes, we are doing the show. The room is populating. There's the participants
Now
coming
I
in.
see it. Yep, now we've got it.
We're in webinar mode, and I thought that, okay. Let's pray that that's the only technology glitch we've got this whole time, because that was disconcerting. Apparently, I've been talking to an empty room for 8 minutes. For all the technology stuff we've been doing well throughout this.
But we have it recorded, so everyone can see it again.
No, they can't. It just starts recording when you click start webinar. So hi, everyone. My name's Luis Santazana. I'm president of AAF Seattle. With me is Kira Wemple, our vice president. And we've been talking as if you've been all here for the past 8 minutes. I'm going to allow for a little bit more time for people to join. And let's see if I can look at my other screen here to make sure, see what's going on. We're putting this together by the seat of our pants, really. This is a casual show. We are just doing what we can to bring some kind of celebration for the creative spirit in this town and the awards that have been won, but for such great work and great minds here. And we are really sorry that we couldn't do the gala back in March. I think we have a decent excuse, but it doesn't change the effect that we weren't able to assemble together and see each other and gather as we're used to. So we have tried to carry on. We figured out at the time in April when we could have done a virtual show, it felt really weird to be celebratory and kind of the usual ADDY spirit of just having fun. It is, we have a lot of fun at the ADDYs, and it felt like a little bit of a wrong note to be doing that when everything was so uncertain and everything was so kind of scary. It just wasn't the time to be having a celebration. So we put that off. Then we jumped right into a bunch of other stuff that we thought would be helpful. Basically, we started with Seattle Creative League doing the COVID-19 resources webpage, and for our creative community, really focused on the Seattle creative scene, creative agencies in town, things that we could put out there that would be helpful for people in our town, access to local resources, access to information about Washington State unemployment or paycheck protection program, things that would affect our agencies, freelancers, and whoever else might be looking for, like, how do we find grant money? How do we find just information about what's going on with in a financial sense, first of all, then getting on into, like, how do we find work? How do we get inspired during COVID, and how do we keep our minds uplifted? So we built a page around that right away. The very next month, we got into 600 and Rising. Our friend and former board member, Nathan Young, is out in Minneapolis, and he started that. And we brought that message here to the city, and also built an anti-racism resources page so that we could help everyone kind of tune into what was going on. And it was really cool to see all the different agencies begin to announce their anti-racism efforts and pledges to do better. And we know we can all do better, and it's good to see that visibility. And so let's hope we keep that going. Then we went on and began some relevant event programming, changing what we had planned, instead switching to things like a session with the Wall Street Journal pivoting for the pandemic, a session with Amazon's vice president of brand, and a whole thing on, like, the new freelance reality, all these types of things designed to help everybody in our community get along better with all that's going on. That brings us to right now where we are with a new board that has installed over the summer, a whole bunch of new people, the biggest board we've ever had, the most talented that I've ever been involved with, the most talented board we've seen. Great people. We've got great new ideas coming for how we will do our old events that were worth keeping, and new ideas for new events and new ways of doing things. And at the same time, making sure one thing that we're going to bake into everything that we do is diversity at our core. We are going to continue with that anti-racism resource. We are going to continue whatever practices we can to bring in more communities and more talent and more breadth and interest to the work that we do and the places that we work. It's very important to us. So I want to thank everybody for coming. I'm going to check here at the Zoom thing and see how we're doing. 39 participants. All right. Thanks all for coming. We're going to move on with the show that we have just kind of put together here. And let me get rid of this screen. There's going to be a little bit pausing as I jump around between things. I don't have a production table here where I can do all a full switcher. But before we get on to kicking off the content part of the show, I want to bring in our membership director, Patrick Bagel, to say a word about what's in store for membership. Really quick, just a couple items. Patrick, are you around? Patrick might not be in the room. Patrick, if you can come on and off by turning on and off your camera and your microphone. We knew this would happen. That there's going to be all kinds of glitches, guys. So if Patrick is there,
Saw him trying.
Yeah, we can bring him back at any point. That's one of those things that special guests can pop in between the slides. So let's move on to the next thing. Our first award is that we want to talk about. You'll see up here in the corner. Vote for People's Choice. This is a QR code that will take you to a little app. It's best experienced on your mobile phone. It's a little swipeable thing. It's by our sponsors, the Consumer Engagement Company. This app is a piece of media that is really cool. You can kind of see different stages of a message, and then at the end of it, you'll have an opportunity to vote for your candidate nominee of choice. There are 5 contestants today for People's Choice Award. We are soliciting votes right now. If the QR code doesn't work, you can I have a link here that you can get. Of course, I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but it is, I'll have it here in a second. Yeah, it is http:// why did I say that? We all know what that is. Thece.co, THECE.co. That's the CE.co /ADDY2020. That'll get you to the QR, to the destination. And that's where we vote for People's Choice. We'll be bringing on the nominees throughout the show, but you can vote whenever you want. If you know who you want to vote for, throw that vote in there. Tell your friends, and at the end of the show, we'll be bringing Zach on from the Consumer Engagement Company to award the winner of the People's Choice for the 2020 ADDYs. I don't know if it's called the 2019 People's Choice. Yeah, I guess it would be. All right. So, oh yeah, by the way, here's that. Let me get out of the way here. Whoop. There's a bigger version of the QR code. And the first piece of work that we're going to show is by Copacino and Fujikato for the client Sound Transit. This is future. The future is sound. I'm going to show 2 videos for that.
Luis, the sound isn't working.
Are you saying the sound isn't working?
Accurate.
Great. Awesome. Okay. No sound. That is freaking terrible. It worked. It worked in practice, didn't it?
Confirmed.
Always does.
Okay. Well, if nobody can hear that, that's just joyful. I'm going to I'll tell you what we'll do is I'm going to run this video anyway, and shoot, man, sorry guys, that's of all things to not have the audio work. I actually really want to run the video because it's kind of cool to see these, but if you can't hear it, maybe there's something I can do to make that work. I don't know. There's literally, like, there's a mute button that's not on. I'm really sorry. Let's just run this, and you won't get the jokes. You'll see it. We can put all the links later, but that's not going to help the voting. All right, hey, let's move on.
Did you check the box, Luis, for for sharing screen for share your computer sound? You have to do that when you play a video.
Yeah, I'm not doing full screen in Zoom here though. I'm doing it all through my app here. Let me see if gosh guys, what I'm gonna do. Wow. All right. So let's go to the next video. Maybe the next video sound will come through. Someone let me know, talk over it if not, and we'll just keep moving on because we have a lot of other content to show. Most of it isn't video. A lot of it is. I can make an adjustment in the background to do screen sharing through Zoom. I could get off of this. I could find a way to make this work. So let's move on to the next video. Whether or not it plays sound, that'll be a little awkward if it doesn't, but we'll do that. And then we have a bunch of things that we'll just keep going and we'll figure out a way. All right, guys, so thanks. So that's Sound Transit. The future is sound. That was video. I'm gonna end this video and then we're gonna go to the next one and I'll see what I can do for sound here in the background. Hopefully the next one plays. Do you guys hear that?
Still no sound.
Fuck. All right. Hold on then. All right. Well, that's awkward if there's no sound. Okay, guys. So here's what I'm going to do. I think Kira is going to talk about the next few things. And while she does that, I'm going to see if I can do something in the background to make the sound work. And if not, maybe I'll just dump out of this funky camera app that I have here and just go just be a direct Zoom participant and do some screen shares, although that's going to be really awkward with hunting for slides. Thanks for bearing with us. Let's get on with the show. Kira, do you want to go through the silver winning? Actually, I have to run the slides, so we're just gonna keep going here. Here are the slides.
It's the beauty of live television, right?
Yeah.
So
great.
Hopefully everyone can see on the screen. There's no sound for this one. Celebrating all of the silver winners this year. All Is Well, Belief Agency, Copacino, DNA, Hydrogen, Indigo Slate, Little Hands of Stone, who we haven't seen in a long time, if at all before. So always happy to see new people there. Congratulations everyone who won. PB and Pop, Rudy Core, Straight 8, Systemair Softworks, Tableau. Definitely haven't seen Tableau before. They do amazing data stuff. So it's cool to know that they can do marketing, but the Tacoma Rainiers, UVS, Long Duty, Wonderman Thompson, and congratulations to our students, Kira Anderson, who, is my personal favorite, and Adam Smith. So congrats again to all of those winners. Now we are going to take a look at our first judge's choice. So every year we give the judges an option to pick their favorite award from all of the work. It can be whatever they want. And this first video, hopefully, that we get to see is from Mandy.
Okay, what we're gonna do now is, oh shoot, my video just went off entirely, guys. Sorry about that. Things are a little bit weird here. Okay, so someone recommended in the chat that I take out my headphones. I'm gonna do that, and I don't see how it's going. Let's see how that's working. So I'm going to move to the judge's choice. This is the first judge's choice award, job interview.
Yes.
Let me know if you can hear this.
I am Mandy D, writer.
Can you hear that?
I can hear it. Yep.
I awarded my judge's award to the job interview for Seattle Humane. I loved the simplicity of it and also how it had a twist. because I didn't know where it was going. And then all of a sudden the boss was a dog, and I was like, what? And I loved the casting of the dog. Thought it was really smart to choose a dog that was kind of derpy and funny looking, because when you adopt a dog, that's what it's about. It's like picking the one that speaks to you, to your heart. That was great.
Awesome. So we can hear that, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. Cool. All right. Well, whatever. That worked. I'll take it. Thanks. So let's look at that. Let's look at the actual work then. So here is the job interview for Seattle Humane Society by Michael Caldwell and team.
We'll see you now.
Your application seems a bit light on experience. You've never done this before?
No.
Exactly what are your qualifications?
How are you with computers? HTML5, JavaScript, accounting, project management,
Engineering,
Law enforcement.
hospitality,
healthcare.
retail.
I don't know. What do you think, boss?
Excellent call.
Oh my goodness.
It's so cute. I really want to go get a puppy now.
Wow. They just go right for kids and puppies. And yeah, I get it. Okay. So that is Judge's Choice number 1. Next up, we have People's Choice entry number 2. This is by DNA for Rainier. This is the Rainier Summit Nest Cam launch. And there's the QR code if you need it any bigger. But let's move on and have a look at the, oh, you know what? I don't think we have video for this. This looks like it's just stills, but let's see what we got here. I'll pop out of the way. Rainier Summit, Nest Cam. That's funny. All right, that was awesome.
Always
Nice
good to
work.
see a classic in the Rainiers.
Nice work, DNA. Yeah, and DNA had brought, as you could see in the silver list, they brought in a whole ton of awards. Really appreciate your involvement in the show, guys. One thing to note too is, since we don't do acceptance videos or acceptance speeches at the galas, and we're certainly not doing it here in the interest of time, we encourage all the winners to post a really short 15-second Instagram-ish video for with a hashtag Seattle Addy winners. It's always fun to look at those things. They're really creative celebrations of winning an Addy, and we're going to be showing a bunch of the ones from 2019 awards at the end of the show. So stick around when all this is over. We're going to do that. And Wonderman Thompson made like 9 of them, or 10, or 9, and we're going to throw all of them on there, and they're all funny. So it's worth sticking around just for that. And now that we have sound, you'll actually get it. All right, so we're going to move on to the Gold Awards. And hold on here. There they are, Gold winners. That is our next category. Michael Caldwell, that they just did the Humane Society thing. CMD, Copacino, Digital Kitchen, my old homies, DNA and Rudy Corp, Tacoma Rainiers, Garrigan Lyman, GLG, thanks guys. Wong Duty, Wonderman Thompson, and 2 students all taking home gold. Next we get up to, oh, this isn't me. I'm going to be bringing on a guest here. We have with us our first guest of the show. Crystal Gamble is the president of District 11 in the American Advertising Federation. She's going to introduce the second Judge's Choice Award. Crystal, are you on? You're having a little background.
Can you hear me?
Crystal.
I can hear you great.
Great. Well, thank you for inviting me to join your show. As Louise said, my name is Crystal Gamble. I work at Publicist in Boise, and I'm the governor for District 11. And if you guys don't know what that means, as we have AAF nationally, there are clubs obviously across the nation, and we've broken the nation into a number of different districts to show kind of representation at the national level. So in my role, I represent the clubs and the colleges in the states of Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Montana, and Alaska. So in my tenure with AAF, I've had a lot of opportunity to work with the American Advertising Awards. In fact, I started through the Creative Awards process or competition in my own local market, and I was very involved at the district level for a number of years before taking on my role as the governor for the district. And it's always been one of the programs that I've enjoyed a lot because it's super inspiring when you see this room, when you walk into the judging process, that's just laid out with the massive collection of some of the best work in our industry. So with that, I was honored when I got the privilege to announce the second Judge's Choice Award for your Creative Awards competition. And that award goes to DNA for Taco Time, Taco Squad. It already speaks to me, and I've not even seen the spot. And it's for their client, Taco Time Northwest. So congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you, Crystal. I really appreciate you coming on here. I'm going to switch myself off, and we're going to look at the Judge's Choice Award from Judge Mike Heidel.
I'm Mike Heidel, Creative Director from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. My Judge's Choice selection this year was the Taco Time Squad integrated campaign. I just really enjoyed the campaign because it was funny to me. It was really well casted. There was a lot of just really nicely done pieces that were a part of it, not just like video or just online or anything like that. Just a lot of really good creativity that kind of went into it, and pretty low budget, but it was just well done. I think a detail about it that I really enjoyed was just the humor of it. I think it was funny, well casted. I laughed a lot during like the long form video, for example. Just some of the responses from the cast to the real people. It was just really funny.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. How are you? Person, you don't have time to wait in this line.
And I think kudos to the creative team that pulled that off. It was nicely done.
All right, sweet. So what I'm going to do is move on to the creative pieces. I think we got 2 videos here and a couple of stills. So here we go.
What's worse than waiting for your video?
Waiting in line for tacos.
Next time, order ahead on the Taco Time Northwest app.
Waiting, man. It's just uncomfortable. Is that it?
Maybe, I don't know.
Somebody gotta press the button.
I think they left.
Yeah. All right, and here's some stills. I actually got one of these things while waiting in line at Taco Time, so that was kind of cool. And here's some social around that. Real life stuff. I actually think that's the West Seattle location. So, hey, props to Taco Time. All right, Kira.
Very cool. And I can vouch personally that Mike really did laugh really hard at those videos there while he was doing it. Up next, we have our next People's Choice Award nominee, and this one comes from Digital Kitchen for Deschutes Brewing Chase the Haze.
All right, this is kind of a social heavy campaign. So just imagine this on your Instagram, tempting you.
I'm tempted.
Some stills.
This is Scott Firkin reporting from Burnside Skate Park, where a juicy downpour with a sustained 6.5 ABV is drenching the city. This is what we call a double overhead downpour. And if you want to know where we learned that, I learned that in weather school, Dad.
Deschutes Fresh Haze IPA, now pouring.
Awesome.
Watch out, Portland. We have got a major hazy weather system coming into the entire metro area starting this Friday at 5 p.m. It is literally going to be raining beer. Ha ha! Let's take a look at the barometer. Let's get a good look at this. We are going to want to be prepared for some super juicy, deliciously hazy IPA through the entire region for the entire weekend. And don't take this lightly. Get out those pint glasses, get out those growlers, and hey, clean out those gutters. It is going to be a downpour all weekend. Stay tuned for live, on-the-scene coverage of this brewing storm as it develops.
I love it. And a little product, a little shot. All right, that was awesome. Nice work there. I like a little Max Headroom nod. Okay, so we've come to the point in our program where we are going to talk about the AAF Silver Medal, distinguished honor, and we have our next guest here to talk about what the silver medal means and to move the show on to the next stage, which is, you'll see what it is. I'd like to introduce George Riddell. George is, let me put myself back here. Hi, guys. George used to be president of Ad Club Seattle. Yeah, when it was called Ad Club Seattle. And then he became the National Addy Chair at the time that the Addies were renamed the American Advertising Awards. And now George is the Addy Chair for District 11. So he is just, we can't get rid of the guy. I'm used to seeing him in a tux at everything Addy related, but I think he's moved on to a new level of Addy Zen. George, are you there?
Hey, Luis. Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome.
No tux tonight, though.
All right, I'm going to get out of the way. It's all yours.
Thanks. So as Luis said, I've had a few years with AAF and was 3 terms rather as president of AAF Seattle, and over 6 years as the national chair of the American Advertising Awards Committee. And it's been my pleasure to be involved with this great organization. The AAF Silver Medal Award program was established more than 60 years ago to recognize men and women who have made outstanding contributions to advertising, creative excellence, contributions to his or her company, contributions to the ad industry, contributions to the community. These are all criteria for the AAF Silver Medal. Anybody who knows tonight's honoree will agree that she is a bit overqualified. On a personal level, I've had the great privilege of working with Mary when she and the Hydrogen advertising team created the wonderful national ad campaigns, really the very first ones for the American Advertising Awards during the earliest years of the rebranding efforts from what was previously known nationally as the ADDY Awards to the American Advertising Awards. And Mary also served as a national judge for the American Advertising Awards on 2 occasions, always a stellar contributor to our national juries. I've also seen her in action over the years as she has diligently recruited, coordinated, and supervised brilliant local judges for the AAF Seattle American Advertising Awards competition. Now, as for the rest of her life, I'm going to let this video share the highlights of her award-winning career. This is our beloved Mary Knight. Let's take a look.
All right, gonna bring it on here. Full screen.
Hi, I'd like to make an appointment. I have it's a thing. I have a rash. A rash. There's a lot of itching. There's a lot of itching involved. No, it's well from towels, I think.
Boom, boom, jiggy, jiggy, I know you diggy, diggy, you on fire tonight. Wow. Zoom, zoom, ziggy, ziggy, that's right, come and make you, I'm looking for fine. Double take, yeah, they look my way. Every day, I'ma make them say, wow. Just gonna drop like wow. All gonna talk like wow.
in here. You're supposed to be in quarantine. You didn't touch her, did you?
Like shimmy, shimmy, come now, take it with me. Whoop, I'm doing it right. Snatch your wiggy, wiggy, come now, give me, whoop, gonna lose it tonight.
Don't come down here. We're naked. I can see you.
Every day, I look amazing. Just gonna drop like wow. All gonna talk like wow. Got it on lock right now. Just gonna drop like wow. Here comes the airplane. Let's take a picture with the duck.
This should be more than 3 credits.
That's gotta hurt.
This? Yeah.
Maybe the one that's defeated him.
What would cause frequent urination?
Could be bladder infection or large prostate.
Really?
But, Charlie seems fine.
What if Charlie sometimes couldn't hold it and maybe had to go in his pants?
His pants?
Wow. That is good stuff. Dang, Mary, you are well deserved. So let's bring on Tom. Hi, Tom. How's it going?
Going great, Luis. Can you hear me okay?
Hear you great.
All right.
Yeah, everything's good there. All right. I'm going to pop off and you can introduce Mary.
Sounds great. First off, I wish we could hear the clapping, but incredible work, Mary, and you really are an inspiration to us all. That work makes us all want to dig in and start making some great things. I'm Tom Shear. I'm president and co-founder of Hydrogen in Seattle, and I'm very honored to be with you tonight to introduce the 2020 American Advertising Awards Silver Medal recipient, Mary Knight. I first met Mary in Seattle in 1996 after she came to Seattle from Dallas, where she cut her teeth on accounts like Tabasco, American Airlines, and Doritos. She learned early about how to get to great work, and even more importantly, she learned how to treat people great. Over her career, Mary has won every prestigious creative award out there, including Cannes, The One Show, Clio, CA, National ADDYs, D&AD, and Effies. And she's a member of the International Women's Forum, which is a DC-based invitation-only organization to support the women leaders of today and tomorrow. And she acts as a mentor there. She's worked hard to promote the industry here in Seattle. She's attracted new business to our market, and she's helped keep major regional business from leaving. She's been an active champion of the Seattle advertising community and the Seattle creative community. Mary is a true unicorn, an incredible talent in so many ways. She has an innate ability to condense a metric ton of blasé information into short, succinct, and compelling ideas. In fact, she's earned the nickname 3-word Mary from some of her peers. She's a great copywriter. She's an even better creative director. She's a bona fide client whisperer who can hear a change in a client's heartbeat during a meeting. She's a great leader, a willing mentor, and an accomplished psycher-upper of young talent. But I'm most proud to call her a great friend and my business partner. She is one of the good ones. Hydrogen's other co-founder, Rick Peterson, and I are humbled and thrilled for Mary to receive this well-deserved honor. Let's hear it for Mary.
Yay.
Woo!
Right.
Yay, Mary!
Yes. Okay. Oh, I'm one slide early. Hey, Mary, are you there? Can we bring you on? Yes.
Hi, I'm here.
Here's Mary. I'm off. So is Kira.
So audio check. Can you see my face? All that
Sounds
stuff.
great.
We're good. I would like to thank AAF for putting this on because I've attended several virtual, everything from webinars to all week long conferences. And I know it's terrifying. And you guys are really brave. And, we needed this community get together. So thank you so much for doing this and being brave and putting it out there. And I'd be remiss to not also thank all the people who were part of that work that you saw, of course, that lots of great talent, writers, art directors, account people, strategists, that, you know, I have to share that with. So thank you to everyone who helped me be here today. So I wrote a little thing last March, or I think it was February, and I looked at it. I'm like, yeah, I think this is still valid. So it's pretty quick. I won't drag on too much, but I just wanted to hopefully pass on something I've learned in all the years. So I have this award here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a Clio from the Mad Men era, and it's real. And it's from, you know, it's not from this show, sorry, but my dad gave it to me, and he won it a long time ago. And I think I got it because my sister became an architect, so it went to me. My dad was a client. He was on the client side. He probably, the campaign he's most known for was for this brand of margarine that hasn't been around in 100 years. And it was called chiffon margarine. And the idea was, it's not nice to fool Mother Nature. And the premise was, somebody would give her the butter to try. It wouldn't be real butter. They'd tell her, and she'd get mad, and lightning bolts or earthquakes or whatever. But I saw the process of this. I saw the reels he brought from the shoots. I saw the storyboards, and I saw fancy statuettes like this one. And he opened this door for me, that there are careers you can have for people who solve problems with ideas. And it really opened up my eyes. And years and years and years and years later, I showed up, as Tom said, knocking on the Seattle ad community's door after working in Texas for a while, with some Texas-sized budget reel spots on my reel. And it was a tiny market back then, and with even tinier number of jobs. But a lot of people opened doors for me, people that you probably know, or if you don't, you should, like Larry Asher. And he actually told a creative director about me in town and said, you should talk to this woman. I think you really, you know, might be interested. And her name was Cynthia Hartwig. She opened a door for me. She made me her right hand at the agency and prepared me to fill her shoes, which what I did when she finally decided to leave. Now she's making art and writing books and doing all kinds of other wonderful things. And that door led me through mergers and mentors and a transfer to the Chicago office of Foot, Cone, and Belding. And after 5 years, when it was time to come home, Seattle once again opened its doors for me. And Tom and his business partner, Rick Peterson, invited me not just to join Hydrogen, but to become a partner with open arms. And we were also brought in around the same time, additional partners, Michael McGrath and Hillary Miller. So, you know, along the way, I've grown, I've made some mistakes, learned a lot, and maybe still have a lot to learn. And I've had the opportunity to work with and recognize and mentor some amazing talent. And I see a couple of you are on the attendee list, so it's a thrill to see you guys here tonight. And, you know, I just want to leave you with this one thought that I've learned, and that this is kind of a generalization, but I think you'll see where I'm headed. There are two kinds of bosses in this world. There are wall builders and there are door openers. So wall builders put up a metal brick wall. They don't want your new thinking. They don't want your new ideas. And they're really good at stopping you in your tracks. And the worst of them actually take your ideas and take them and use them and position them as their own. So wall builders bad. And then there are door openers, and they're the people with the power to open the door, and they can open it for you and not just let you in, but welcome your ideas and your thinking and the new blood. I found my share of door openers. You know, I've learned how to spot one, and I'm definitely have made a point to follow them. If you don't already know this difference, I encourage you to learn it and then run as fast as you can away from the wall builders and find a door opener and run through that door with them as fast as you can. And that's what I've learned over the years. So I appreciate the honor. Thank you very much. Thanks for putting on this show. I know how tricky these virtual things are, and you guys are doing a great job. So thank you.
Thank you, Mary. It's great.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And it's cool to hear that, you know, two other AAF Silver Medal Award winners, Larry Asher and Cynthia Hartwig, are part of your story too. It's great to see that, you know, them pass on a legacy and to continue a rich tradition here in the city. That's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks to everybody who showed up.
All right, so the next thing we're going to do is move on to the next People's Choice contestant. It's like our own reality show here, guys. Rudy Willingham Instagram page, client Rudy Court, done by the agency Rudy Court. Guess who that might be? If you aren't already a fan of Rudy Willingham on Instagram, you've got to check out his stuff. He was recently featured on Sunday Night Football, where he opened the pregame show with some of his cool little paper cutouts. He puts them around the city. So here are some bits of his work, and you'll see a lot of people copy this stuff because it's gotten pretty popular, this kind of thing. But he always puts a different spin on this thing, and so yeah, catch up with that Instagram. It's pretty cool. Thanks, Rudy. All right, the very next thing we're gonna do, as I fix my little where I'm floating around here, we are getting to the next Judge's Choice Award. This is the third Judge's Choice. Sometimes ADDY competitions, there'll be one overall Judge's Choice. In this case, our judges each had their own favorite, and we let them go with that. Allison Hayes, Group Creative Director from Carmichael Lynch in Minneapolis, liked Taste by Shep Films for Sony Mobile. So this is the one, this piece we did not have a, it's like a 10-minute video. So I'm gonna stream part of it. I'm not gonna show the whole 10 minutes. First, I'm gonna show Allison's thing, and then we're gonna move on to the actual thing. We'll take a sample of that. So here's Allison. Let me get out of the way.
My name is Allison Hayes, and I'm a group creative director at Carmichael Lynch in Minneapolis, Minnesota. My judge's choice was a short film called Taste, and it was kind of a little sci-fi movie, I would say, that was something that felt like it was straight out of Black Mirror, and it just grabbed my attention, and I thought it had a really original storyline. So when I first started watching the film, there's kind of two girls, and I just thought, oh, this is an outdoor thing from Seattle. But then they use this sort of interesting contraption on animals and things, and then it prints out something and they licked it to taste it. And I thought that was really weird and interesting, and it immediately grabbed my attention. Well, I thought the craftsmanship of the film was really well done. It looked like they had traveled quite a bit to make it. I don't know if they did or not, but if not, they did a good job from a production standpoint to make it look like they did.
Cool. All right. So here comes the screen share part where I do something live and pull this thing off. All right. Let's take a look at this. This is direct from YouTube where we can find this. Hopefully this plays through. Come on. Don't do that. Oh, come on. One sec, guys. 1 second. We get almost there. Almost. Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. Sorry. I really don't I really don't want to stop that there. That was really, really, really cool. Wow. Nice work, guys. That is That's pretty dope. I see why that is. Yeah, that's gorgeous. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Shep Films. All right. So the next thing in our list is People's Choice again. This is by Wong Duty, Cinema Served Hot, Client Seattle International Film Festival. We have some stills for this. You might recognize these from elevators, banners. That's it. That's what I got to show you for that. Some nice work, Wong Duty. There we go. Okay. So now we've come to the point in the show where we're going to give away our biggest award. And I'd like to bring on a very special guest. If I can pop back on the screen. Hello. I'd like to bring on the president of the American Advertising Federation national organization, the big head honcho for the group that is like, we're Seattle, and there's, you know, every other city has their AAF, and this is just AAF large. Steve Pacheco is our president, and he has agreed to join us. So thanks, Steve. Are you there? Are you ready to introduce Best of Show?
Absolutely, Lewis. I'm here and I'm ready.
Awesome. All right. Let me get out of the way. How's it going, Steve? Thank you.
It's going great. And thanks for including me, and thanks for making me a part of this. I'm happy to be here. For a minute there, I was about to get paranoid. I thought you were talking about my big head. I was a little bit worried. Does everybody see me? Am I on there?
I see you great.
Okay, great. Let me just jump in with a big thank you for having me here tonight. I'm really excited to get to reconnect with some old friends like Crystal Gamble and George Riddell and Lewis, and meet some new ones too. It's always good to make new friends across the country. I love what you all are doing in Seattle, and I'm really happy to play a small role in these festivities tonight. You know, AAF Seattle has been going strong since 1909, and that makes you actually one of our longest tenured AAF affiliate clubs. And to me, that longevity is a tribute to not only the outstanding board leadership that you have in place, but also AAF Seattle volunteers, the sponsors who support you, and the greater Seattle creative community, which is known far and wide for excellent work. At the AAF national offices in Washington, D.C., we always tend to take notice of those clubs that are doing really great work in their communities and recognizing and celebrating great creativity. After all, celebrating creativity has been at the heart of the AAF since our earliest days, and the American Advertising Awards are a big part of how we do that each and every year. The American Advertising Awards is one of the industry's largest creative competitions. It attracts nearly 35,000 professional and student entries total each year through local club competitions and almost 200 ad clubs coast to coast. And one of the AAF's central missions, and one certainly shared by the American Advertising Awards, is to simply recognize and reward the spirit of creative excellence in advertising. Let me also add my personal thanks to your very own George Riddell, who has worked incredibly hard and incredibly tireless fashion to help make the American Advertising Awards even better. George, we're better because of you, and we're grateful for all of your great support. Conducted annually by the AAF, the local tier is the first of a 3-tier national competition. All across the country, local entrants vie to receive an ADDY Award, which is recognition as the very best in their markets. At the second tier, local ADDY winners are competing against winners from other local clubs in one of our 15 district competitions. And then district ADDY winners are then forwarded to the third and final tier, the national stage of the American Advertising Awards. So entry in your local competition is really the first step toward winning a national ADDY, which is a pretty big deal. And entering the American Advertising Awards supports the entire advertising industry because the AAF and its local and district affiliates use the
Steve.
to enhance programs like public service, internship, advocacy groups. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, we lost you for a second. I thought you might be gone, but you're back.
I'm back.
I'll be back.
Short story. Your entry fees in Seattle help your club and your district and the national AAF organization. And for that, we're very grateful. So I want to encourage each of you to enter the awards again next year. We know we have some really great creative ideas that came out of 2020 and all the insanity with it. and we'll look forward to judging those next year. I also want to encourage all of you to continue to be active and engaged AAF members and be a part of the new AAF. Just stay tuned for more information coming soon on our changes and enhancements at the AAF. We are still the unifying voice for advertising. We continue to offer world-class programs and platforms to serve you and your club even better, but there's even more good news to come. Let's bring it back closer to home. These AAF Seattle ADDYs Lite are being presented in miniature in a casual way and in a virtual style, and I think that's the new normal, and I'm glad to see you having fun with it. It's important to remember that we're still celebrating creative achievements and all the award winners, as well as honoring the AAF Silver Medalist for Seattle, Mary Knight. And Mary, I enjoyed your comments. I'm old enough to remember it's not nice nature, but it is really nice to honor great advertising people like you. And so I'm happy to see you take that honor and really appreciate your comments. I also think it's pretty cool how you guys are naming a new People's Choice Award live via real-time voting. But now I get the honor and the privilege of announcing the Best of Show Award. And I wish I could do a drum roll, but I'm very pleased to announce that the Best of Show Award goes to Digital Kitchen for Deschutes Chase the Haze for Deschutes Brewing in the category of social media campaign. You saw the work earlier as part of the People's Choice. It is your Best of Show Award winner, and I couldn't be happier to give you that good news. Congratulations to everyone involved.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, congratulations to Digital Kitchen, Aaron Feiger, and the crew over there for Chase the Haze. We actually have a few more assets to show. I saved them for this one. So let's look at a couple more things here. And not me. Here we go. Some looping social stuff. No sound on these, by the way, on purpose. Yeah, nice collateral material, guys. Really cool. I love it when a concept's good enough to cut up into all kinds of different social realizations. Let's go to the next one. Some best of. All right. Yes. Thanks. Thanks for that entry. That is really good work.
Congratulations.
Really good work. Best of show. I love it. Kelsey is up next. Kelsey is our ADDY director, co-chair with Ron. She is going to talk about a couple of, why don't I have that here off? She is going to talk about a few developments in the ADDY world. And Kelsey, are you there?
I'm here. Can you see me?
Let's see. I'm in a different screen. Yeah, see ya.
Awesome.
All right. Hello. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
What do you got to say about ADDYs?
Well, first off, next week we're going to kick off our ADDYs call to entries. And so keep an eye out for that. We're really excited to see what everyone's been doing. And I know that being in quarantine has really flexed everyone's creative juices. So I'm excited to see what you guys all put together. We're going to be doing early bird specials. So keep an eye out for that too. And make sure you do it early so you can get discounts. We're also opening new categories, one of which is going to be our Mosaic ADDY. That's going to be focusing on showcasing diversity. So we're also really excited about keeping on with that initiative and that focus. I also wanted to just say thank you to, this whole team. Luis and Kira have just killed it with this. They put a lot of hours into it. The board's all been involved, but they really showcase this. And I also want to say thank you to our sponsors who helped us get through this whole year. The School of Visual Arts, the Customer Engagement Company, Greenhouse Studio, Richard Lutz Content and Creative, David White Voice, and Lynn McManus. Thank you so much for being a part of ADDYs 2020. I know it hasn't gone to plan, but this has been a great year regardless, and we couldn't have done it without you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, here's our little sponsor slide. These people, Dave, you especially didn't get to witness Dave and Lynn and their awesome voiceovers for the reels, and Richard Lutz's video editing. He is so reliable. He's great at making our reels just snap and have that perfect pace for a show. SBC, you might notice we're in the background there during the Judges' Choice filming videos. They do a lot for us. House Studios, thank you for hosting the judging session. And of course, the consumer engagement company running our People's Choice Award voting. So that is the very next thing we're going to get to, is the final the final vote for People's Choice. You guys have a maybe 2 minutes max to get your votes in there. Get those phones out, scan the QR code, and vote for your favorite of the choices. You'll be able to review those in the voting tool, and they call it a feast. You can see all the different 5 in there to remind you of what was what, and at the very end you can vote. And to explain it better than I can, I'm going to bring on Zach Rosga, the founder, CEO of the Consumer Engagement Company, to coach us through this thing, and he's going to reveal the final winner. So Zach, are you here?
I'm here, Luis. Thank you.
Awesome.
And thank you everybody for playing. We call them actually micro games. And this is our second year powering the People's Choice Awards with ADDYs, and we really appreciate being a part of this, and we're very happy to be a sponsor. And I'm going to give everybody just a quick second to keep voting. I think a lot of people have already got their vote in, but if they haven't, we'll let them vote for their favorite. I'm just going to explain a little bit more about these. Like we said, we build these micro games. We work with a lot of agencies and their brand partners to convert and engage your audience. And one exciting thing that we have to mention is that we have entered into a partnership where, in addition to just providing our technology, we are actually also providing impressions in the gaming and esports space, which we all know is really hot right now. So if that's of any interest to anyone on this call, or if this is recorded and anybody wants to talk to me, feel free to reach out to me. Because we've got something very unique and interesting, and I'd love to share it with everybody. As we have been noticing, I just want to recap the nominees. So we've got The Future is Sound by Copacino and Fujikado. We've got the Rainier Summit Nest Cam launch by DNA. We've got Chase the Haze by Digital Kitchen. Then we have Rudy Willingham Instagram page by Rudy Corp. And then finally, Cinema Served Hot by Wong Duty. And so without further ado, if the share screen will work for me, I'm going to show everybody these final results.
Hey, Zach.
And voila. Is it sharing?
Nope. No, we see your slide.
Oh, I shared the wrong one. That's why.
Hey, that's 2020, baby.
Here we go. Desktop 2. How about desktop 2? Now do we see the results?
Oh, wow.
And guess what? Best in Show Digital Kitchen took it home with nearly 50% of the vote. So congratulations to Digital Kitchen and that really awesome campaign with Chase the Haze.
Yeah, it really struck a nerve or a note for a lot of people in the right way. Good work, guys. Digital Kitchen is sweet. And Zach, thanks so much for doing the micro game. Did I get that?
Yes, you got that right. And at the end of the micro game, there are links. So if you want to check out what we're doing in esports, you can go ahead and click that link as well.
Sweet, man. I love that stuff. I love bringing those kinds of things to everybody here. Giving the people a vote in the ADDYs is awesome. That was great technology. It's a lot of fun to use. I think we're at the very end of our show, but what I'd like to say before everybody departs is stick around. There's a presidential debate, but you got to do that. But as you peel off and whatever, I'm going to play a series of ADDY videos. And
these are probably more fun anyways than watching whatever is going on Fox.
Yeah, it's all intro stuff now, so you'll get there. All right, so I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm just going to flip through these videos. Watch these celebration videos from various agencies. Some of them you'll be able to tell who they are, and some you can't. They're all available on social media. Hashtag Seattle Addy Winner. So look through that. But I'm going to run these. Thanks everybody for coming. Look for our next event in November. Enter the Addies so you can be in this thing next March when we do the next gala, and move on to district and national awards if you are that good that the judges love you. So really appreciate everybody coming, appreciate the support. Thanks to all the guests. Thanks to the Addies team this year and last year who did so much work and didn't even get to have their celebration. Thanks to the city. You guys have been great. Let's keep it going. 2021, forget this year. We're going to have a great theme for you to announce too for Addies 2021. All right, Luis Andezana, President, AAF Seattle. Kira Wempel, Vice President, AAF Seattle. Just talk over her because I'm a man, she's a woman. That's not the right thing to say. I have to make myself look bad for doing that. I didn't know if you were on because I can't see the screen. So I just signing off, and here we go.
No worries.
Okay, here we go over to the celebration videos.
Hey everyone, on behalf of the lottery, I just want to say thank you for this award. It's a really nice gesture. And oh, Jimmy the Parrot has something to say. He says, congrats to the team. And Joe, you are a hero of mine. A hero? I don't know about that, but thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, judges, and thank you, Mod Pizza. You know, the win is nice, but really the cool thing about this is working with really, really great people. When you say, Graham? Thank you, judges, and
thank you so much for this award. It really does mean a lot.
Yeah, I mean, now that we've done a submarine camera, you almost wonder how we can top it.
Well, we top it by putting a camera on a Blue Angel.
Oh man, that would be crazy.
I'm serious. Start making calls.
Ooh, I think I might actually know a guy who can help us.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Hello. Just wanted to say a quick thank you to AAF Seattle for this amazing award. Working on this project with Microsoft was really exciting and fun, and it's an honor to be included with such talented entries this year in the 2020 Addies. So thank you again.
Hey everyone, for the award. This whole team is super excited.
Yeah, thanks everybody. I wanted to call this the Hunt for Red October, but I was like, that's already taken. So what about the Hunt for Green August? Green because lottery.
We decided not to do that, Craig. But anyway, thank you guys so much. It was an honor.
I just make things.
Look, guys, we won a silver.
No.
Yeah, silver. I gotta call my mom. I mean, I thought we won a gold, but it's still cool.
Thank you very much for the award. It's exciting.
Yes, very exciting. Craig here was instrumental in making the submarine. I don't know how you did it.
Well, my inspiration was from the 96 film with Kelsey Grammer, Down Periscope. I must have watched it 1,000 times. Such a great film.
Sorry I asked.
Thank you.
To the Addies.
And all our partners.
For this
Great award. Peace.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for the award. Our team really loved working on this campaign.
Yeah, it was great. Hey, Ryan, by the way, what are you eating, buddy?
Oh, it's ranch dressing. I saved it from the shoot.
What? Dude, that was like a year ago.
Well, you know how I hate to waste things.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for the award. It really means a lot. Dude, haircut.
Hey, everybody, thanks a lot for the award. It was really fun thinking about what an imaginary hotel for dogs would look like.
Yeah, thanks a lot. We are all super stoked. Well, maybe not all of us. He really hates it.
Thanks, everybody.
Hey, Addies. Thanks for the award for Bark. It was a lot of fun. This guy liked it too. Yeah.
Well, that's my dog speaking on cue. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you all coming out for the show. We're going to end things here. See you next year. And meaningfully.
Bye.